what we hope for, and certain of what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commanded for. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. By faith, Abel offered God a better sacrifice than Cain did. By faith, he was commended as a righteous man. Amen. When God spoke well of his offerings, and by faith, he still speaks even though he is dead. By faith, Enoch was taken from this life so that he did not experience death. He could not be found because God had taken him away. For before he was taken, he was commended as one who pleased God. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who honestly seek him. By faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear built an ark to save his family. By his faith, he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness that comes by faith. By faith, Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. By faith, he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise. For he was looking forward to the city with the foundations, whose architect and builder is God. By faith, Abraham, even though he was past age and Sarah herself was barren, was enabled to become a father because he considered him faithful who had made a promise. So, from this one man, and he, as good as dead, came descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and as countless as the sand on the seashore. All these people were still living by faith when they lied. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance. And they admitted they were aliens and strangers on earth. People who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. If they had been thinking of the country they had left, they would have opportunity to return. Instead, they were longing for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore, God is not ashamed to be called them, for he has prepared a city for them. By faith, Abraham, when God tested him, offered Isaac as a sacrifice. He who had received the promises was about to sacrifice his one and only son, even though God had said to him, "It is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned." Abraham reasoned that God could raise the dead, and figuratively speaking, he did receive Isaac back from death. Amen. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau in regard to their future. By faith, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed each of Joseph's sons and worshipped as he leaned on the top of his staff. Amen. By faith, Joseph, when his end was near, spoke about the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt and gave instructions about his bonds. By faith, Moses' parents hid him for 3 months after he was born because they saw him. He is no ordinary child. They are not afraid of the king they did. By faith, Moses, when he had grown up, refused to be known as the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He chose to be mistreated along with the people of God rather than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a short time. He regarded this grace for the sake of Christ as of greater value than the treasure of Egypt, because he was looking for his reward. By faith, he left Egypt, not fearing the king's anger. He persevered because he saw him who is invisible. By faith, he kept the Passover and sprinkling of blood, so that the destroyer of the firstborn would not touch the firstborn of Israel. By faith, the people passed through the Red Sea as on dry land, but when the Egyptians tried to sort out, they were drowned. By faith, the was a big affair after the people had marched around them for 7 days. By faith, the priest Rahab, because she welcomed the spies, was not killed with those who were disobedient. And what more shall I say? I do not have time to tell about Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, Samuel, and the prophets, who through faith conquered kingdoms, administered justice, and who gained what was being promised, who shut the mouth of the lion, quenched the flames, escaped the edge of the sword, whose weakness was turned to strength, who became powerful in battle and routed foreign armies. Women received that they had been raised to life again, others were tortured and refused to be released so that they might gain a better resurrection. Some faced jeers in the flaming fire, still others chained and put in prison. They were stoned, they were sawed in two, they were put to death by the same. They went about in sheepskins, goatskins, destitute, persecuted, and mistreated. The world was not worthy of them. They wandered in deserts and mountains, in caves and holes in the ground. These all commended for their faith, yet none of them received what had been promised. God had planned something better for us, so that only together with us would they be made perfect. 믿음은 바라는 것들의 실상이요 보지 못하는 것들의 증거리. 선진들이 이로써 증거를 얻었느니라. 믿음으로 모든 세계가 하나님의 말씀으로 지어진 줄 우리가 하나니 보이는 것, 나타나는 것으로 말미암아 된 것이 아니니라. 하나님의 말씀 한마디로 온 우주를 창조하였으니 우리가 이것을 믿습니다. 빅뱅은 주님의 말씀이요, 주님이 온 우주 138억 광년의 광야의 우주를 말씀 한마디로 지은 줄 우리가 믿습니다. 아멘. 이것이 없이는 기독교가 살 수 없습니다. 아멘. 이 믿음이 있어야 기독교가 살며 하나님이 더 큰 우주보다 더 크신 하나님을 우리가 믿어야 온전한 믿음이 생기는 것입니다. 할렐루야. God had planned something better for us, so that only together with us would they be made perfect. 하나님은 우리를 위하여 더 좋은 것을 예비하셨습니다. 우리가 아니면 저희를 온전함을 이루지 못하게 하라 하시면이라 하신 말씀에 빅뱅은 하나님의 말씀, 빛이 있으라 하심에 빛이 있었다. 우주가 있으라 하심에 우주가 있었다. 하나님의 말씀 한마디로 온 우주를 창조하신 것을 우리가 믿습니다. 이것이 아니면 기독교인들을 온전하게 할 수 없습니다. 이 믿음을 우리 강남대로가 갖게 하여 주신 것을 진심으로 감사합니다. 구하지 못하는 것까지 다 이루어질 줄 믿사오고 주 예수 그리스도 이름으로 기도합니다. 아멘.